Hi friends and welcome. Oh, I have to check. Just had lunch. Looks good. Hi friends and welcome back to my channel and today's video. Today's ears you can see right here is Sigge's ears. Oh, du är så söt. Du är så söt. Du är så söt equals you're so pretty or you're so cute. Cute is a better it's a better word for it. He is very söt. Aww. I just put down my little robe right here. I don't know if you have noticed that, but every time he lays on the table, like Niklas, he tells me all the time that I spoil him because I always leave something out for him to like lay on. Sometimes he doesn't sleep in the bed with us when we're going to bed, and sometimes when he sleeps he doesn't want to sleep in his bed, so he sleeps on the floor, and I always like get so stressed out about this. I can't sleep, so I always like run up and I take a blanket for him and I lay it down for him so he can lay on that instead. So he's always like laying right here on a pillow or on a shirt or on my robe now or whatever it is, because I feel like he's worth it. Anyway, if you are new here, you might not know that this is gonna be a Will I Buy It video. I do these every single week and I post them on Thursdays. These were inspired by Samantha March, so I'll go ahead and leave her linked down below. But I just want to say something. I forgot to do this last week. I didn't forget, but it was like a bad time. I actually published my banger head video on a Thursday, and then I was like, what the F? I'm gonna publish this on Friday or on Saturday instead, but then my internet went out. It never goes out, so it was the construction workers around here that pulled a plug or whatever. So annoying. Like, life without internet is not worth living, let me tell you that. But so there wasn't any Will I Buy It video last week, so this is probably gonna be a longer episode, and I do apologize for that. I do record this on a Tuesday, so if there are any releases going out on Wednesday, I'll talk about that next week. We're just gonna start off with the first thing first. I did not film this look. I was just sitting down and I was a little bit stressed, so I just kind of put some shadows just right on it, and the blue shades are from the Menagerie Cosmetics palette, the Dragon Child palette, and then the green one on the lid is from their Feral palette, just so you guys know. Let me start off by updating you. Yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna do. My palette, in collaboration with Blush Time, will ship out a little bit earlier than expected. It was going to ship out like January 2nd, January 3rd, but it will actually ship probably the end of this week. So just so you guys know, and I will do my video. I'm so sorry for it taking some time, but I will do that as soon as I have my palette. So I just wanted to update you on that. We still have some palettes in stock in case you want to buy it. It looks like this. I think that was all I wanted to say, so I'll leave some information down below. But yeah, let's just hop into the first release now. Let me start off with this palette. So this is a palette from BH Cosmetics in collaboration with a blogger, I did believe she was. She's called Sylvia Gani. She's very beautiful, and I think that she did an amazing job. I think that the layout of this and like the colors and everything look very professional. I don't really think that this looks drugstore. This actually reminds me of Tarte. I thought that this actually was a palette from Tarte, and I feel like it looks very luxurious. Like, yeah, I think that it's beautiful. But it reminds me of the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It reminds me of the ColourPop and Shayla palette. It reminds me of the newest Sigma palette. Not the Viper one, but the one that you did in collaboration with some girl. So to me, this is just like... But at the same time, like, this might be something for you if you don't like ColourPop, if you don't like... maybe you don't buy higher end makeup, then maybe this could be a palette for you. You do get two highlights with it as well, and I think that BH Cosmetics has had some amazing formula this year, so I doubt that this is gonna be anything different, but I don't know. I haven't tried it and I am not gonna pick it up, but I do think it's very beautiful, and I actually could pick this up if I wasn't on a low buy. No, I am on a no buy. I'm gonna do a video of me transferring to like a low buy later on, but this is not something that I will pick up, but I would probably buy it and review it for you guys. Let me know if you want me to review this. Maybe I could pick it up if it comes to Europe. This is like the bad thing about having a channel. You can like try and talk yourself into it. I think we have a lot of products from Wet n Wild. So I'm gonna start off with this. This is their Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I recently decluttered their Photo Focus foundations. I actually have them. You can't see too much in the mirror because I'm not wearing any pants. These are the only foundations that I actually kept from my declutter. I'll go ahead and link that declutter right up here. I kept these just because of the fact that they are not old. I can give them to one of my friends. I'm just kind of waiting for us to see each other and then I'll give these to her. But I just didn't want to throw them out because they are not old. The other ones I actually put in my garbage room because I live in a very poor place, you could say. So the people here don't really have much. Like some people are rich and everything, not rich, but they're like middle class, and some people are a little bit poorer. So I usually like leave stuff in the room right there and they take it. So if it's like foundations and stuff, I think that it's okay. Anyway, I'm getting beside myself. Every time I'm filming, I have a freaking fly like flying here. They are going to the light. I didn't really like their Photo Focus foundation. Maybe this is better because I do believe that like stick foundations is always a little bit more dewier than normal. So this might be something to try, but at the same time, like Wet n Wild comes to Europe, it takes them forever. I know I had this to talk about as well from Wet n Wild. This is their coconut 3-in-1 primer water. They do have one scent in coconut, they do have one in cucumber, and they do have one in rose. I don't think I've ever tried like a primer water. Yeah, I did. I tried one from e.l.f. Didn't think much of it. Like I don't really think that it works, but it's going to retail for $4.99, so this is not something that is very, very expensive. Let me see, I saw this from Wet n Wild as well. This is their Photo Focus primer stick. So they do have one in luminous and one in matte. I am definitely keen towards like the luminous one because I, as you guys know, love a luminous finish. It's absolutely beautiful. This is also gonna be $4.99. This is also already available. Just let me see here if I have anything else Wet n Wild to talk about. So that was all from Wet n Wild. Let's jump into Smashbox. Let me talk about this palette. This is from Smashbox. As I said, this is like a big cover shop palette, which is gonna retail for $45. I don't think that that is too bad actually. It includes 9 mattes, 7 shimmers. It's inspired by the streets, sunset, and skylines of LA. Plus you get a full-size eyeliner. Okay, so this is actually a collection. It's not only an eyeshadow palette. The collection also includes something for like face and eye gloss. I can already hear that this is not gonna be something for me, and I think that it's not gonna be something for most people, but it says that this is Gloss Angels Extra Shine High on Shine for $19. It's a clear lip gloss, has a serum-like non-sticky feel that instantly delivers a super high shine. Try it as a face or eye gloss. Okay, I just read it, try it as a face or eye gloss, and I was like, I don't think a lot of people will like that, but definitely if you have like, if you like a lip gloss, then that is something for you. And then they also have some other ones that is also non-sticky, yada yada yada, for $19. I am not into lip glosses, I was about to say, but I'm not looking for any new ones. I have some, I like the ones I have. I don't need any more. But let me just talk a little bit about the palette. I think I've seen a lot of hate on this palette, but I actually think that like I like it. It's not something that I want to pick up and like purchase for myself, but I like it. I think you get a lot of variation. Yeah, I think that they did good on this. I think that they did good. It's not something that I am going to pick up, but I think that they did good. And yeah, this is already available. So we're gonna dive into Juvia's Place, and this is a new palette from Juvia's Place. This is just like a mini of their of their already existing palette. This is the, what was it called? The Nubian. So I actually used to collect Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes, but then when the Warrior palette came, I was just like, you know what? It's not worth it for me to purchase this just because of the fact that it's Juvia's Place. Like, it's such a waste of money, you know, especially me with like, I don't really have a big channel, so I don't really need it. But this is actually the one palette that I am missing. I wish that they would have done a mini of the Masquerade palette instead, because I feel like that is something that most people would have liked, you know, a little bit of neutrals and then maybe 2 shimmers of color. So they could have like 4 brown shades and then 2 colorful ones, like 2 colorful shimmers. I think that a lot of people would like that. It's also a very nice way to like get into color but still have like a travel friendly palette. So maybe 3 brown mattes, maybe 1 gold, or I don't know, something like neutral to have on the lid, and then 2 colors for when you want to experiment. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. But then they also came out with a collection, and I got so many tags in this. I even got some people telling me that this is like the warm toned My palette, and I thought that that was hilarious. I actually think that it could be that, like My palette but with some oranges. I think it's pretty sweet actually. I do think that this palette is really beautiful. They're also coming out with 2 brushes. I don't know, I think that they have to be vegan, but I'm not sure if they are actually. I would look that up before purchasing if you are concerned about that. Just talking about the eyeshadow palette, I think that it's beautiful, and when I saw this the first time I was like, there goes my no-buy. Oh my god, I just have such a scare. Oh, I was like, I can feel something under my foot. And then I looked down and I had to like cut a piece off my eyelashes before, and it was that piece that had stuck under my foot, but I was like, ah! I thought it was like a spider or something. You know when you get something on you and you're like, ah! But anyway, before this I actually sat down to record a palette redesign video. Hey. So that is probably gonna go up next week, and I did redesign this palette. I fixed it up a little bit, you could say, or made it my perfect palette. As I said, I am in a no-buy, so I'm not gonna purchase it, but I will probably purchase it when my no-buy is over, because it has those greens, and honestly, like, what can I say, I love them. But at the same time, I am a little bit tired of the oranges and the browns and the shimmers. Like the browns and the shimmers I just don't really get. But at the same time, it is a really beautiful palette. But it kind of depends, like, I'm not gonna purchase it off Juvia's Place website, but I'll wait for it to come to Beauté, which can take a while. So we'll see, maybe I don't want it back later on. But we're gonna continue to talk about Becca, and I showed you guys a sneak peek a while back, and I was like, oh, I hope that this is not gonna be like a highlight, you know, with that they did with like Chrissy Teigen that had like 3 different shades in it, and it is. So this is the one. This is called Ocean Glow. This is a blush, bronze, and highlight all in a compact. I don't get it. Why not do this sort of thing instead? This is just a highlight palette from Essence. Why not do this and put in a bronzer and highlight and a blush? This is gonna make it very easy for everyone to use. This is not very big. This is actually pretty small. They could even make it smaller if they wanted to, like make it a really mini size palette, instead of doing like a compact and throwing in like 3 different shades. I just feel like if I would use this, I would never be able to use the bronzer. I just feel like, how am I going to use this product? It's so hard. I get that Becca is known for their highlights and everything, but they can do other stuff. Because now they're coming out with eyeshadow, or not eyeshadows, they're coming out with highlights all the time. And I kind of wish that they would maybe do something else. Oh my god, I completely forgot this. So Juvia's Place is also coming out with three highlights. I do believe that the ones that they have come out with before was too dark for me, like the loose highlights. But these are like 3 new highlights, and Lord knows I don't need any more highlights, but I think that the one is like really pretty. So maybe I'll go ahead and purchase one. I don't really know. They are available for $15 each. So we'll see if they come to Beauté. Usually it takes a lot of time for products to come to Beauté. I really wanted to talk about this. This is from Ace Beauté. I got so many tags on this as well. And when I saw this, I was like immediately, no, It's pretty, but it's a no for me. And why that is because I just looked at it and then I put my phone down and I was like, no, I'm done with it. I'm done with this like neutral palette with a pop of orange and then maybe one blue or something in it. I don't know what I was thinking. You know, look at this palette. It's beautiful. So if we're just gonna break it down, we have the first row of like a really bright reddish shade, and then we have like some purples that looks absolutely beautiful, and then we have the other row that is more of the orangey red tones, and then the last row is that of like a blue and green row. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think that is perfect. This is like an upgraded Urban Decay Born to Run palette, you know, with a little bit more like pizzazz in it. Absolutely beautiful. I really, really want this palette. I think that it's gorgeous, but the shipping from Beaute is insane. It's insane. This retails, by the way, just before I forget, this retails for $38.99. This will be available December 10th, which has already been. You can use the code TRENDMOOD for 10% off if you want to. But I remember when they launched their like the Vault palette or the Vault palettes. Yeah, I really wanted them. But the shipping to Sweden would it have been like $50 or $60, which is insane. I'm not paying that for shipping. Like, I can complain when it goes over $20, $50 or $60. No, it's not worth it. Not worth it. And with that comes taxes and everything, so I don't think it's worth it. Maybe I get that they need to take a higher shipping price, but if they do change the company that they work for, maybe the shipping would go down, and maybe then I would purchase it. But as of right now, it's a no. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. But okay, let me continue with Lunar Beauty. So this is Manny MUA's brand. He is a YouTuber. I think that you all know who he is. He has never really been my kind of style. I've never been subscribed to Manny just because of the fact that he does very, very basic looks, and I've never really vibed with him. I've never felt like I've never hated him. I've never disliked him. But you know, sometimes you can watch someone and you're like, yeah, it's a good channel. I understand, but it's not my cup of tea. You don't have to dislike people just because you don't really subscribe to them. But he has done a new collaboration, and I think that is amazing. Like, when I saw this, I was like, oh my god! Oh, this packaging. Come on. Oh my god. The packaging is insane. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So this is the Greek Goddess collection. And when I saw this, I was like, but that is Medusa. Medusa was never a Greek god. So I just never understood that. And then I started reading the comments and people were like, yeah, he missed the mark because Medusa is not a Greek goddess. Whatever. She wasn't, but she was part of the Greek mythology. So I get where he was going with this, but I think that the design of the collection is absolutely beautiful, like the packaging and everything, but I just don't really think that it vibes with what's on the inside. I think that the inside is very dull. I think that the lip products are very, very Manny, like very nude, or a red, like he's very more towards like the peach. I remember when people were like sneak peeking that Manny was coming out with his own brand years and years ago, and I said, okay, we're gonna see peachy lipsticks and brown eyeshadows. That is kind of where I get with Manny, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not my makeup style. I am going to skip on this, but it is already available in case you wanted to check it out. Okay, speaking of Menagerie Cosmetics, because this is what I have on my eyes today, as I said, they're also coming out with some new products. So this is something that is liquid lipsticks. I think that, like, again, the packaging is absolutely amazing. I think that I've always said that I love the Balm's packaging. I think they are so good at packaging and staying in the like brand vibes and everything, and I feel like Menagerie Cosmetics is also going to be that. They're so killing it ever since the redesign, like ever since they got from like Makeup Monster to Menagerie. I feel like the packaging has just improved. I think that it's absolutely beautiful. So that was the 4 liquid lipsticks, but then we also got to see this one, which is not lipsticks. I don't know what this is. If it's not lipsticks, maybe it's lip gloss, maybe it's mascara. I really hope that it's not a mascara. I really do, actually. I don't want a mascara. Let's jump into Sugar Pill. This year, I did not have it on my list to try Sugar Pill, but I remember that I thought I was going to purchase 1 or 2 shades from Sugar Pill, try them out, because I didn't want to buy like 12 shades at a time and see if I like them or not. I thought I can buy 1 or 2 shades. I don't have to buy all of them. But then I remember I was talking to Karen Harris. I'll link her down below. Love her. She's amazing. And I remember talking to her and say, oh my god, I have to change my battery. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys this. But I remember talking to her and we were like, or she was telling me that they have actually discontinued a lot of the shades that people used to love. And it seems like maybe they pulled them back for some unknown reason. I don't really know why. And now they have come out with some new ones, because Arsenic, Tokyo looks like the ones that I wanted to buy. I know that I wanted to buy like the Acid Berry. I don't know if that's the right word, and like Dolly or Dollywood or whatever that one was called, like the really bright pink. So I really hope that these comes to Beauté, because I want to try Bitter Melon, Arsenic. I want to try Tokyo and probably 16. But if I had to pick 2, I would probably purchase Bitter Melon and Arsenic. I don't know if this is available yet, but I'll leave some information in my description box. Why didn't you tell me that I had like a spot right here? My makeup was off there because I think it is because Sigge licked me there before, so yeah. I've been looking a little bit strange throughout this video. I always look strange. Okay, let's talk about Makeup Revolution. This is a new palette from them that is called Creative Volume 1. Eyeshadow palette is filled with blah blah blah. This is going to retail for $15. I think it's cute, but I just don't want to purchase more from Makeup Revolution and their eyeshadows. I'll happily try their baked products. I'll happily try some products from them. The Nath palette that I purchased, I think it's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. I haven't tried it too much. It's this one. But my first impression, like, I have nothing to complain about. Maybe that it contains some kick up. I don't mind kick up, as you guys know, but I think that the shimmers are very nice. It doesn't seem like they are gonna get any hard pan, nothing like that. I think that the quality of this palette seems to be very good. But that is like the only palette that I've tried from Makeup Revolution that I think is like real nice. So I'll personally not buy this at all. So this is something new, and when I saw this I was like, oh! You know when your heart stops and you're like, immediately you need it? That was me when I saw this. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I think that this is so spot on. Like, even the fact that they put in like that blue shade and that gold shade, I think that this is someone that knows how to work with color. Absolutely beautiful. Pulled me in. This is from a brand that I have never heard about. This is from Shop Loe Call. Loe Call. Never heard about it, but when I saw this, I was like, this needs to be mine. This needs to be mine, and why isn't it mine right now? It just says that these single eyeshadows will be dropping soon, and I don't know the prices. I don't know anything about this brand, so if you have tried anything from them, please let me know how the quality is. So this is from Glamlight, and this has made people go loco. I have gotten so many tags in this as well. I love it when you guys tag me, because I immediately save it and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this in my Will Bite videos. Love to get tags from you and that you're like even thinking about me. So this is going to launch on December 12th. This is their, is it like their pizza palette or something like that? It retails for $40, and you can use the code AmyLoves to save 15% off. That is Amy Loves Makeup. And this brings me to the question, do you think that pineapple should be on a pizza or not? Leave your answer here? I think that it does. I order pineapple on pizza very, very often actually. I usually order in Hawaii, and Hawaii is like with cheese, it's ham, and then pineapple. But I don't eat any animals, so I don't eat it with ham. So I only eat it with like pineapple. And some garlic sauce or whatever it's called. Anyway, I think that the concept of this is absolutely so much fun. Like, I think that this is so beautiful. When I saw this, I immediately was like, yes! I don't even like pizza. Last week, I think it was, Nicholas was like, I'm not gonna cook today. I'm gonna order some pizza. What do you want? And I was like, I don't want any. And he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. I don't want pizza. I want like Thai food or something like that instead. You know, a good stew or pad thai or whatever. So instead I had cereals because I don't want pizza. But at the same time, I think that this this palette is very, very beautiful. Vill du hoppa ner? So Sigge was done. He didn't want to be here anymore, and ja, varsågod. I never forced him to be here in case he doesn't want to. He usually is in the living room when I'm filming, which is fine. You don't have to be with me. Let's talk about this collection. This is from Divina. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is 12 eyeshadow palettes and 12 single shadows, and they will retail for $60. You can use some codes. There are some affiliate codes around that is going to give you 20% off. I think that this is very, very beautiful. If I would change something, I would probably change like one of the green ones because they look to be very, very similar. But I think that this collection is really, really beautiful. So good job to Divina. This is a new palette. I talked about this in one of my Will I Buy It videos. I think it was the last one. This is from Max Up the Makeup Cosmetics. So he has finally, or they have finally revealed all of the shades. And I think that this palette is very, very beautiful. One thing though, I think that the brand needs to work on, because this brand tags me every time they put out a new picture. So they like tag me in the picture. So when you go to my tagged pictures right here on my Instagram, you get like this one, you get this one. Here, you can see like which pictures I'm getting tagged in. And I don't mind them tagging me. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm so happy that they do tag me in the pictures. However, they are a little bit slow. So I have been like so interested in this palette just because of the fact that they have tagged me. So I was like, can you release the next shade? And I thought like for each day they're going to show a new shade, but they haven't. They have more like waited 4 or 5 days and then showed a shade, and then 4 or 5 days showed a shade. And I think that is like dragging it out. Like, you don't need to do that. So when they uploaded the last shade, they are telling us like, how do you guys feel about the color scheme? The shade names and finalized inside packaging will be revealed soon. And I just wish that they would like show it right now, because this was okay, only 1 day ago, but I still wish that they would be a little bit faster, because I don't like it when brands like sneak peek things 5 months in advance. I don't really know when this is coming out, but I will be eyeing it. This is a palette that I got some tags in as well, and I thought that this palette was so pretty. So just looking at the packaging, it reminds me of that Makeup Revolution or Ciate palette that I talked about in one of my videos. And then the like inside of the packaging reminds me of Stila or Milani palettes. I think that this is really beautiful. And the first thing I thought about was like the Certify Affinity palette. You know, the big one with the pinks and purples and reds and oranges. I think that this is like a more curated palette. So I love Certify's formula, so I don't really know if this is gonna be up the alley of like quality wise, but this is retailing for $36. It's really, really pretty. I'm just gonna talk about one last thing because I feel like I am talking too much. So ColourPop did a new collection, because you guys know ColourPop talks our ear off, if you know the reference of that. They did another collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and I cannot count how many collections they have done now. I get that people are annoyed by the fact that they are doing so many collabs with Kathleen Lights, but I understand it from like Kathleen's side as well, that she does collaborations with brands that she likes, that not everyone, but a lot of people can afford that she stands behind the quality, she stands behind what the brand stands behind. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I understand this. And I understand why she wanna collaborate with them. When she gets the opportunity, I understand that she doesn't say no. I get that, but I think that ColourPop should like calm their tits a little bit. But this is anyway 4 lip products and then 4 eyeshadows. The collection looks cute. I'm not gonna lie, like yes, there are some products that I wouldn't want and then some products that maybe I would want. But it's not something that I'm gonna like jump up to buy, you know? This is just not really something that excites me. This is already available when you see this, and you can go to ColourPop's website and purchase it. But that was all from me today. Really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. So sorry if I talked your ear off today. Like, I talked for a long time. By the way, if you didn't like the video, you are free to thumbs the video down. I am going to spend some time with Sigge right now. Come on, Sigge. No, he doesn't want to, so I'm not gonna force him. But yeah, we're gonna spend some time together now, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.